Hey guys, so today I'm going to be unboxing this Rosalind gel polish kit that they sent over. They are 7 ml bottles and it comes with 6 different colors. And then when you flip over the box, you see like the ingredients and like the website and stuff. I also wanted to point out that these gel polishes are good for 24 months after you open them. That's what that little jar with the 24M means. That is on like all cosmetic products. So these are the 6 colors you get in this kit. They are color changing, reflective glitter gel polishes. When I first opened these, I didn't know that they were color changing or reflective. I thought they were just plain glitter polishes, but these colors are super pretty. They're super sparkly. There's tons of glitter in these polishes. There's like the super fine glitter that's like the reflective glitter, and then there's larger pieces that are the color of the gel, and then there's also like little like hollow iridescent like flakies in them, and so they're just really packed with lots of glitter, and because of that it makes them pretty thick. And I personally don't mind that they're thick. That doesn't really bother me. But I know some people don't like thicker gel polishes, so if you're not a fan of the thicker gel polishes, I'd probably skip this kit. But if you don't mind, then I highly recommend getting this, just because these colors are gorgeous and they're so sparkly. They apply pretty smoothly though. I will say they are a little bit grainy, but I feel like that's a common thing with reflective glitter gel polishes, or at least with the brands that I've tried. They've all had like kind of a grainy, like sandpaper almost like feel when you apply them, and I feel like that's just because of the reflective glitters are super fine and they put so much of them into the gel polish for the effect that it kind of makes it a little bit grainy. Also, Rosalind gave me a code to share with you guys for 10% off, so I will have that linked below in the description box. I don't make any money off of that. I don't make any money off of any of the links that I have provided down below either. I don't have any kind of like brand sponsorships or even monetization on my videos or anything, so just so you guys know. So this is what they look like with just one coat, and it was at this point when I had taken them out of the lamp that I was like questioning if they changed colors, because the pink one specifically is what made me think they were color changing. So when I did the second coat, I was looking at the bottle and it did show that like they do change. So when they're warmer, they're lighter, and when they're cooler, they're darker. And this is what they look like with a second coat and a shiny top coat. I think these colors are beautiful and I love how sparkly they are. And here I'm just testing out the color changing effect of these gel polishes. I will say the color changing effect is pretty disappointing. I was expecting it to be more of a dramatic effect, but it's actually really subtle. Except for the pink one. The pink one is the only one that you can tell really, like for sure that it's a color changing, because it goes from the dark pink to like a super light, almost silvery pink, and the rest just go a slightly lighter shade of the color that they are. On camera, I feel like it's really hard to see the color changing effect, whereas in person you can see it a bit more, but it's still very subtle. So as you can see, I'm dipping them in the ice cold water, trying to get them to change colors. And I started thinking maybe that they were already like on the colder side, so they were the darker shade already. So then I decided to stick them into my lamp to heat them up and get them warmer to see if they would show up lighter, and then dip them into the water to try and get that color changing effect, because I wasn't really getting it here. So here's that pink one that I was talking about. After I put it in the lamp, you can kind of see the tip there was cooling off and like turning the darker pink. But after I dip it in, you can really see the difference between the lighter shade when it's hot and the darker shade when it's cooler. But like I said, for the rest of these, it's pretty difficult to see. Like, you can kind of see, but it's not as dramatic as the pink one. And I'm trying to point out like the differences to try and help you guys see a little bit better, but these just aren't like as dramatic as I was hoping for or expecting. Um, so if you want like dramatic color changing gel polishes, these aren't that. They're very, like I said, keep saying, they're very subtle with the color changing. Even though the color changing effect isn't as dramatic as other color changing polishes, I still really do like these polishes. Like I said at the beginning, I didn't know that they were color changing at first. I thought they were just plain sparkly glitter gel polishes, so I'm not too upset about the color changing because I wasn't expecting it. But if you are looking for a glittery color changing gel polish, I'd probably skip this kit just because it's not gonna be super dramatic. But if the color changing isn't something that you really care about and you just want some really pretty sparkly glitter gel polishes, I'd recommend this. They're super sparkly. My phone has a hard time picking up like super sparkly shiny glitters, so they don't look as sparkly and shiny as they do in person. I also didn't know that they were reflective polishes either until I stuck them in my lamp, and at that angle I could kind of see like the reflect. So this is what they look like with the flash. They're super pretty, super sparkly. I love them. So now getting into the nail art. Um, these are the colors that I am choosing to use. I used all of the colors except for one. I think it was the lighter pink one that I didn't use because it came with two different pinks, a darker pink and a lighter pink. So I chose to use the darker pink. And to start off, I am painting my middle finger with the lighter purpley silver color. My camera fell over while I was doing this. But I finish that layer and then I cure for 60 seconds and then I do a second layer and cure that for 60 seconds. And then for the rest of the nails, I am only painting part of the nails with the colors because I'm going to be doing an ombre. So I'm just painting from the free edge up to where I want like the ombre to begin. And then I'll cure those for 60 seconds. And then I'll do a second layer of the colors. Also, I'm not showing me doing my thumb in this video because I did that separately for a reel. So if you're not following me on Instagram, you should. It's Libby Clarkson, just like my name here on YouTube. After I get all the nails painted, I'm going to take these butterfly sequins and match the colors to what I have on the nails with the butterflies and apply them. So I'm just applying my base coat to the nail, and then before I cure it, I take the butterflies of the same color. So for this one, the green butterflies, and I'm just sticking them onto the nail into the wet base coat. And then once I get the butterflies all on, I go ahead and cure for 60 seconds. And then I do that to all of the nails. And I have no idea where I got these butterfly sequins from. I tried looking for them on Amazon because that's where I get most of my nail supplies from, but I couldn't find these exact ones that I'm using, but I found some with like similar colors. So I'll have them linked down below. So for my middle finger, since it's that silvery color, I was going to use the silver butterflies, but I didn't like how they had looked on there. And then I couldn't decide like which other butterflies to use, and I sat there and I was like, I wish I had some hollow butterflies. And then I remembered I do have hollow butterflies. They came with this other pack of hollow sequins that, again, I have no idea where I got them from, and I couldn't find another pack like that. But in the other pack of butterfly sequins that I have linked down below, there are hollow butterflies in silver hollow butterflies in that one. But anyhow, so for my middle finger, I was going to put the butterflies all over the nail and have it like the butterflies like packed on, and just have that silver kind of as the background to see in between them. But when I was doing putting the butterflies on the rest of the nails, they kept flying everywhere, and I had butterfly sequin pieces all over the place, and I was getting annoyed with them, so I just did them in kind of the same way as I did the rest of the nails. So now I'm just going in with my nude polygel from Morovin, and I'm going to use that to do the ombre on the rest of the nails. I was going to do this with my nude builder gel, but I'm not good with ombreing my builder gel, and it was super sheer and light, and I just felt like I was going to have to do way too many layers. So I pulled out this poly gel to do the ombre, and I just take a small little bead of that and apply it up towards the cuticle on the nail bed area, and then I push it up towards the cuticle and then bring it down and blend it out onto the rest of the nail. And sometimes I'll have a little bit too much, so I'll just wipe that off and set it to the side, and I can use it on the next nail. And after I get the ombre how I want it to look, I go ahead and cure for 60 seconds. And once I'm done with the ombre, I'm going in with my clear builder gel from Savvyland, and I go ahead and encapsulate all of the nails. And I do it the same way as when I'm just building up the nail without like encapsulating. I put down my slip layer, and then I take a bigger scoop of the gel and float that on top to build up the apex and the structure of the nail. And then once I get that on, I cure for 60 seconds. And I go ahead and encapsulate all of the nails, and I really love how they look once I have them encapsulated. Like the glitters and the butterflies just really pop. Like encapsulated glitter and like sequins, I feel like looks so good. The clear builder gel or poly gel or acrylic or whatever you're using, I feel like just really magnifies everything underneath and just makes it all pop and look so good. And as y'all can see, I am trying out the coffin shape again. Last time I tried it was my black Valentine's Day set, and I said then that I wasn't too sure on how I felt about the coffin shape. Square is my go-to for me. Like, I like the coffin shape and I like how it looks on other people, but on me, I just don't know how I feel about it. But I said in that video that I would give it another shot, and so I decided to try it out again with this set. I will say it has grown on me a little bit more since the Valentine's Day video. I don't completely hate it, but I also don't love it. I still really like my square shape for myself, but I don't know, I'll keep messing around with the coffin shape and testing it out and seeing if I can get myself to like them, but for the most part, I'm a square kind of girl. Also, these tips, I don't know if it's because of the length or the sizes that my nails are, but I feel like they're really narrow, like they go really far in at the top, and I feel like I see other people doing coffins and theirs are a little bit wider. It also might just be like, you know, camera angles and stuff. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about these. It also might just be because I'm used to the square being wide, and these taper in, so it looks weird to me. But I don't know. And now I'm just going in with my shiny top coat and applying that to all of the nails, and then carrying that for 60 seconds. I did for half a second think about applying rhinestones to these nails, but then I decided I just wanted to keep these nails super simple and just leave it with the glitter and the butterflies. Also, because I've said it before and I'll say it again, I hate applying rhinestones. I like how they look and all on nails, but I hate applying them. I also hate removing them when it's time to remove them. Now I'm just applying my cuticle oil to rehydrate my skin. this is what they look like. They're super pretty, super sparkly. I love the glitter and the butterflies. I love how they came out. I think they're just so pretty, and they're perfect for spring. They also work for Easter, which is when you're seeing this video tomorrow. I never got around to doing an actual Easter set, so this will have to be good enough. I thought I had more time to do Easter, but I realized that Easter is only a couple days away, so I just stuck with simple, cute, springy butterfly set. And here's what they look like with the flash and the reflective glitters. Look so good. I'm really happy with how these turned out. And here's another clip of me trying to get the color changing effect to show a little bit better on camera. So I'm just dipping them in some ice water, and then I have some hot water in the other bowl to try and show that effect. But again, it's not very dramatic, it's very subtle. The thumbnail, though, you can really tell. I feel like the ring finger you can kind of tell a bit more than the green or the purple, and the middle finger, it's like you really can't tell at all that that one's changing colors. But here they are outside and in the sun. Like I said, these gel polishes are super sparkly and glittery. So if you're looking for something that's super glittery and sparkly, this is the perfect set for that. Color changing wise, not so much. Just want to thank Rosalind again for sending me these polishes, and thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you all enjoyed it.